The USS Minnesota, BB-22, was a pre-dreadnought battleship of the United States Navy. Named after the 32nd state, it was part of the Connecticut class, an improvement over the previous Virginia-class battleships. Construction of the ship began in October 1903 and it was launched in April 1905, just 4 months after the British battleship HMS Dreadnought, which introduced a revolutionary all-big gun armament. Minnesota, on the other hand, was armed with less offense power, making it less effective compared to the Dreadnought. Minnesota joined the Great White Fleet for a voyage around the world from 1908 to 1909. It participated in the Jamestown Exposition and visited various ports in the Caribbean, South America, the Pacific, and the Mediterranean. After the circumnavigation, the ship served in the Atlantic Fleet, conducting training cruises and occasional voyages to the Caribbean. From 1912, it operated in the Caribbean due to regional unrest, patrolling Cuban waters and supporting suppression efforts. During the Mexican Revolution, Minnesota patrolled the eastern coast of Mexico. In April 1917, Minnesota returned to active service as the United States entered World War I. It became a training ship for gunners and engine room personnel, reinforcing its bulkheads for better underwater damage resistance. However, in September 1918, the ship struck a naval mine laid by a German U-boat, causing severe damage. Minnesota managed to return to the Philadelphia Navy Yard for repairs, which lasted 5 months. By the time repairs were completed, the war had ended. In March 1919, Minnesota participated in repatriating American soldiers from Europe, making 3 trips to Brest, France. It then served as a training ship for midshipmen from the U.S. Naval Academy, conducting summer cruises in 1920 and 1921. The ship was decommissioned on December 1, 1921, and eventually sold for scrap in January 1924. Although the Connecticut-class battleships represented an improvement over previous designs, they were rendered outdated by the revolutionary HMS Dreadnought. Minnesota played a role in the Great White Fleet's voyage, supported operations in the Caribbean, trained naval personnel during World War I, and participated in repatriation efforts. However, it was ultimately decommissioned and scrapped in the 1920s.